This is like a casting couch.
It shit got casting couch vibes.
You got 3 different couches to cast on.
Yeah. Trapped in the shed, brother.
Yeah, you can pull that out, bro. You can,
should look like a casting couch.
No, not as of yet.
Slang bros.
Not as of slang bros.
Hey, you should patent that one. That shit would be lit.
That's hard.
It should be lit as fuck. We're back at Slang Bros Casting Couch.
Sling, bros.
We've got the finest Portsmouth hotties coming in.
You ever see the ones where they just be dumb disrespectful for no reason?
Yo, terrible, bro.
Bro, I think that's like an actual fucking
I kind of had to stop watching porn because of that. Because I was like, yo, y'all getting kind of wild.
They be
No, what they really get wild with is like the family shit. Cause that's
The
like
taboo.
yo.
It's too much. It's like, and it's so unrealistic.
White stepbrother comes in and fucks black stepsister. It's like, what the fuck?
y'all want a beer, bro?
Oh, yes,
take one.
please. Yeah. Hey, man, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the All-For-It podcast.
sir.
Today we have Bruce, aka Skuzii Chubbs,
Yeah.
Hey.
on the show.
Y'all both.
Yo, the cooking show is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to like, are y'all planning on taking that to YouTube or like taking that further or what?
Wait, who's the cook?
Both.
Who nicer?
I think we both have our attributes. I think
What was you about to say the first?
Nah, but for real. So I'm better just on like on different levels. Like I'm better when it comes to like just like if you give me a kitchen full of like random shit, I'm gonna make some exotic, exquisite shit. But I'm not gonna be able to explain how. Yeah. Like if there's a real cook in there, like, oh, so when you did, I'm like, I smelled it. I smelled it.
It's gonna taste good.
He can break it down for you and be like, well, this is good because of this, and that. The right amount of this and that is equal to sexy taste.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I thought you were actual like professional chef.
Nah.
Based off just how you talk about the food and the
Where
IG
you learn
live
that
y'all
from? Watching.
Bro, got the
food shows.
chef lingo down.
Shit.
I mean, I watch a lot of Food Network. Like,
Still to
still.
this day.
Fuck yeah. I'm on Hulu watching all types of dumb shit and YouTube.
How did that idea start about? Like, whose idea was it?
Shit, I think we just did it because like I used to actually work in kitchens and shit like that, and then my really good friends, they have their own restaurant and shit, and I've always just been like the like shitty person that cooks, but I can still cook.
Yeah.
But like I mean, we just if you ever kick it with us, we like always cook. Like me, especially if I'm lit, I'm gonna find some shit to
That's
cook.
that's actually
real
where
shit.
that's actually where it started. We just get lit randomly, like on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
And start cooking.
and then plus we were spending too much money going. When I first moved to Richmond, everybody was fat. We was just fucking spending money and stuff on food, and I was like, nah, I cook too good for this.
You ever eat with the shit you get lit with? You ever like drizzle? You know what I'm saying? Just
Oh, definitely.
that's the thing, right?
We definitely had some tequila flavored goddamn shrimp and shit like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's actually
Yes,
good shit.
sir.
Yeah, you always I feel like you always tied in like food with your music too. Like
Yeah.
with the shrimp quesadillas and like, yeah, you always did have some food. You might just be a fat boy at heart.
Oh,
Not even
most
hard.
Word.
definitely.
You
Yeah.
just got a good metabolism.
Nah, that's it took work, bro. I'm about 15 pounds lighter than what I was for like a year or so.
We were wild.
Wild and fat.
We were
Yeah,
going
I
to
was
we were going to Margarita's Cantina every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, it's
I
like
would drop $40.
that's like a thought taco spot.
Thot tacos.
Yeah, like it's like the known spot in Richmond. People go and they get lit and they just
And
turn.
eat.
Yeah, like the first time I went to Richmond, like I think it was my first radio interview and my birthday a couple years ago, and I just told my friend, I was like, take me to the most ratchet spot you can take me to. He said, say less, and he snapped, and we were in front of Margarita's Cantina. There was and all due respect to the gay homies, this is just how I'm describing this person. There was a homosexual homeless man. And I just remember he had like a cane and this nigga was dropping in splits and just dancing. And I was like, yo, I love this place. This shit is
That's hard.
We met a fucking
It
homeless
sound like
dude
LA.
in LA that was doing backflips.
Oh, shit.
Like he had asked my boy for like $20 or some shit, and my boy was like, yo, what you gonna do for $20? Like whatever.
Pause.
But
That's scary.
this dude
Yeah,
started
it's
doing
scary.
backflips
Pause.
like down the street. Like
Oh, shit.
I was like, yo, get a man $20. I think he might have gave him 40 or something.
As soon as he come back.
Tip him. And he had these gold shoes on. I remember that. It was like gold, like
Nigga was a
shiny,
legend
expensive
for
looking
sure.
shoes.
That's
I was
actually
like,
lit.
His name Goldie.
all right.
That's like Zoe. When Zoe used to work at the I think DTLR Foot Locker, the Foot Locker in Hampton.
In
And
New Market?
Hmm?
Lord have mercy.
And this homeless dude, he was like, watch this, man. And I got the video, so I'm gonna show y'all after. But like he like lifted his leg up and threw that shit back and like dropped into a split, and you just heard like the what?
Yo,
he just looked up like
them crackheads in Newmarket is a different breed.
I don't really go to Newmarket like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You should not.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a
Different
one-stop shop of everything terrible.
Hold on, which one is Newmarket?
Where Scrimp Shack is.
There it is. That's what I was about to say. You get a scrimp
that
sandwich, you
one?
get some
Oh,
shoes.
Lord.
You can go to Roses for whatever
Is that
reason
ri-
you would
is
go
that-
there.
Is that right here at where McDonald's is and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jesus.
You can go across the
You
street to
don't- you
Popeyes
don't
and get
fuck with Scrimp
disrespected.
Shack?
I don't
Yeah.
fuck with Scrim Shack. I'm just like, damn.
I never been there.
Weird. The interesting combination. Roses, Scrim
Word.
Shack, and homeless.
Word. So y'all don't plan on taking the show to YouTube? It's just gonna stay at IG?
Nah, probably we got some plans. Me and him have been talking about where we're gonna move in and what the focus is gonna be. So, more than likely, yeah.
Because it's fire, bro. And it's nice just to have like that content out.
yeah.
Different types of shit. Like I was telling bro, like just you can drop new content every week. You don't got to keep pushing the same song because you're not gonna drop a song every day. Like you know what I mean. And you guys have that chemistry, like, and y'all have like a dope personality for that shit, bro.
Hey.
I gotta tell
Thank
y'all
you.
that.
Word.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
It's fire, and the food looks fire too.
Oh, it'd be so good. I just ate some before we left, and that was actually like one of our worst dishes. And the people who bought it was like, "Yo, this shit is amazing."
Y'all sell plates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now we do.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We had to. I mean, the way that it progressed, it was like everybody kept messaging us on like the live, like, save me some type thotty type shit. I'm like, you can buy some, like shit.
Man, so now y'all spending real money for these ingredients every week to make big ass.
Yeah,
Plates
nah,
and shit.
well, I mean, I'm still very poor at heart, so it's like we know how to make
Feel
it
that, my
stretch.
nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
Sir.
yeah, because
Hell
a
yeah.
lot of these don't cost that much to make, honestly.
For sure.
And then I think that was our problem before was we always cook too much in bulk.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm always like thinking like, again, I'm always thinking about when I was like a little bit more broke, like, all right, I need this to stretch for like a month. Nah, but we still make that much food, but like now it like by the day we get to like day 2 or 3, we make enough bread to be like, I don't have to eat like this.
Right.
Like I can
Right.
get something else. And it ended up going to waste.
Yeah.
So
Nah, I feel that.
it just progressed like that. And it works. People love it. People fuck with anything we cook.
What's your best dish though?
Shit.
Like, I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Go, yeah. What's your favorite dish that y'all cook?
Oh man, I think my favorite was the chopped cheese.
Yeah.
Chopped cheese.
Which,
What,
wait,
just cheese
which
by
one of y'all
itself,
from
or
New
what?
York? How y'all know about chopped cheese?
YouTube.
Nah,
I know about YouTube.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Alright,
YouTube.
Okay, that's crazy because I'm from New York. Chopped cheese is a New York thing. That shit is like a delicacy.
Yo,
my
what is
nigga.
chopped cheese though?
You explain because you cook it.
He cooks it.
You explain.
He cooks
you
it.
cook it.
So chopped cheese is pretty much the unofficial, like, if the way I'm about to explain it, you're probably gonna be pissed off. But this is just like, if you're not from New York, this is the best way to understand it. It's kind of like the New York equivalent of like a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
But-
so there's meat on it.
Yeah,
It's
so
not just cheese?
but instead of like Philly steak, it's like burger meat.
Okay.
And you would season it like with adobo and stuff like that, or however you want it. But a lot of the ingredients you would put on the burger, you can put on there. But again, everybody, it's like a Philly. Everybody
What
likes
you
it
eating
different.
it for breakfast though?
I eat that bitch anytime.
Yes, sir.
It isn't any.
That's a good drunk, like I'm fucked up, like greasy, like bullshit,
Bready,
like yes,
meaty paws.
I feel
All
it.
right, so the chopped cheese for you. What's your favorite?
I really liked. I don't think we've ever. Actually, it's a tie for me, and both of these I don't think we've ever actually shown us cooking them. I like spicy seafood soup.
Oh, that was good.
That shit's
That was
crazy.
fucking delicious.
And then also I made it was like Cajun salmon and like a cream sauce, but the sauce had shrimp in the
What you
sauce.
from New Orleans this time? You got that Creole vibe.
Nah, I'm just hungry. Yeah. Now my family's Caribbean. Actually, my father's side is from St. Thomas, and my mom's side is like from North Carolina, the country. So it's like two complete opposites.
It's like seafood and soul food.
Exactly.
That's hard.
Hell yeah.
That spicy seafood soup was delicious.
Nigga, I love that shit.
Man, that first time though we made it, that wasn't on live.
That's a funny story.
Oh man, that's
What's
terrible.
good? What's good?
So we used to live in like a really nice apartment when I first moved to Richmond. Cause again, when I moved to Richmond, I'm like head ass from like out here type shit. Like, oh, I need a apartment with exposed brick. Like, just never.
That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's a vibe, though.
yeah, and
Some
then
real
I
artistic shit.
and I got it, and I was like, I don't need this. I'm good. Like,
Shit was expensive.
Yeah.
Was it like a brownstone? Like
it
what type
was
shit
like
that?
typical. Like, I graduated from, and then which I didn't, but everybody in the building is like, I graduated from like VCU, got a little money, blah blah blah. Get a little key fob and shit that I lost.
You
But
did lose the key fob.
And you rapping.
yeah, fuck that fob. but I was really trying to save up a lot of bread so I can get a house this year. So I talked to Bruce about it. I was like, let's just try to get like a shitty, cheap ass apartment. He actually knew someone, and this is a shitty
It's a
apartment.
shithole.
But it's if you walked in, you'd be like, what are you talking about? But like, we know this is a
live
shithole.
there.
But yo, everything gets dirty so fast. We don't be doing nothing. You just come home and it's dirty.
Wait, what?
Like dead
I
ass.
don't want to ask questions.
Like it just be grime. Like you just pull up and it just be shit. Like
But we clean it. Like let's not
Yeah.
we clean the
No, I
apartment.
hear- I
you know what
get
I'm
it.
saying? It's just like when
I've
he
lived
showed
in
it
so
to us.
many of those,
Yo.
bro.
bruh.
When he showed it
What's
to us,
what's
it
the
was
average rent out there?
Shit.
Average? Nah, we don't pay average.
For like a,
For
let's say like it's
for
a 2-bedroom or whatever.
Oh, 2-bedroom?
One-
Probably like 1,500.
Yeah, but it's usually all inclusive.
Yeah.
That's not that much more, I guess. Yeah.
But
But when we were playing, when we have now is 800.
yeah,
But that's like the
For
lowest.
one,
2-bedroom.
I mean,
and it's just spacey too.
It's crazy.
it's not bad.
Exactly.
bad.
That's
It's
why I
just
put up
grimy.
with that shit. And fuck it.
How'd you guys meet each other? And how the fuck is both of y'all named Bruce? That's
See,
some crazy shit.
We're both Bruce.
Y'all aren't
Jr.
related,
too.
right?
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
But
You want to tell from your perspective?
Oh, from my perspective, bet. So, 2012, I joined the Hampton University marching band, and everybody was like, "Oh, your name's Bruce? We know a nigga named Bruce. He's at Basic." Oh, bet, cool.
What
Bruce,
you play?
tuba.
Hold up,
tuba.
alright,
I'm
come
stocky. I'm short.
on. Real big nigga shit.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. So this nigga Bruce came back from Basic, all the saxophones and upper woman was like, "Oh shit, Bruce is back. We gotta change your name." I'm like, "Fuck this nigga." Fuck Bruce. My name's Bruce. Crying and shit. Not really, but like this shit.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck this nigga,"
Yeah.
and that's how we met.
Y'all was both in band?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was a little bit older.
What you play?
Saxophone.
Yeah, I haven't seen you play, but I've definitely seen you play sax.
Yeah.
That's fire. So you were, you were in the military. I definitely forgot about that too. What happened with that? Like,
I finished.
you finished
Got
what?
the hell
What
up
you
out
do,
of
4
there.
years?
What'd you do? 5? Is it 5?
6.
6?
I know
did
Mello doing 5.
Yeah, I did 6. I mean, the contracts change up, but I did 6 for Army National Guard. Yeah, I hated that shit the whole time.
So you a veteran technically?
Mm-hmm. Shit, not technically.
You are.
But I don't have the fucking card. Being a veteran sucks. I don't care what nobody says. You know how motherfuckers be like,
You don't have? They don't help you out or anything?
Hey yo,
No.
I've heard that so many times that they
bro,
don't take care of the
I just want a card. Give me a card so I can get discount. That's it. I'll be cool with that.
you
I don't even got a card.
Oh yeah, you're 10%.
I can't get an appointment nowhere. There's no insurance.
You're not even 30.
I don't even get a sticker.
Talking about you're not even 30, right?
Nah.
But you're a vet.
Yep.
That's hard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, I did it, so I can at least say I did it. I don't regret it, but that shit sucked.
Did you actually like go to like fight anywhere or like what were you doing?
Nah, I was supposed to and that's the crazy shit, cause like I'm super unpatriotic. Like I literally joined like on some thought shit. Like
I need some money.
You
I just
some
need
bread.
y'all to pay for school.
I feel it.
And then
That's
there
probably
was
what
this-
majority of people do.
Yeah,
You whore.
and I didn't even finish. That's the fucked up thing was they were just like, yeah, we're gonna pay for school. Suck this dick. Like nah, but
Oh, they treat y'all like that?
yeah, though they treat you like straight hoes. But since I worked for the state, I worked for the National Guard. You
Yeah,
worked
it's
for
a
Virginia.
state, yeah.
So I had to do missions and stuff. Like if like for example the Eastern Shore got snowed out, we had to go out there and help out the police and shit with like if people got stuck in the snow or stupid shit like that, or if there's hurricanes, we go help out people,
Yeah.
shit like that.
It's like when the people call in the National Guard and shit. Like that's like the state come. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm the nigga, but I'm the nigga driver. I was a driver, so I just
And
pull up.
driving the
and whip.
tanks.
Nah, not tanks. We did like 915s, which was like the military equivalent of like a 16 wheeler or like different shit that I can't remember the name of. But the main thing I drove was 915s.
Or was you writing music back then?
Hell yeah, yeah. When I joined, I've been doing music my whole life, so everything's just been a part of it.
Or I've tried to go like get to the beginning of your music career on your Instagram, but you got so many fucking posts. I'll be like, scrolling for like an hour.
There was a period of my life when I was not on Instagram.
Yeah.
So
While
like,
you were still making music.
kind of. That was like what Veronica's Apartment, that album about, is about my life pre Instagram.
It's like
Word.
disappearance time.
Who's Veronica?
Veronica's a very, very, very close friend of mine. When I was in college and shit, I used to serve to all her friends, and she was just like one of my best friends. Like, she always held me down. If I needed somewhere to stay at, I was staying at her crib. Like, that's like my
You
nigga.
had gas?
Oh yeah.
What year was this?
This was back when having gas was saying something.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but that
That's
ass.
what I'm asking.
Yeah, this was 2012.
What was you smoking back in 2012? That
Ah,
was
I
gas.
thought it was 13.
2012, 213.
The XO.
Yeah,
I thought it was
because
I
You
thought it was after
smoking
we got off.
exotic?
I was doing before too. Now, so we at the time, because I remember all the plugs out here, like in the news area, had got like raided and shit. At least maybe or niggas was getting shot, but I had no connection to that stuff. But for me, we had. So I think we was like one of the first people that had like a plug out in Cali. This is back like niggas was. We would get our shit in the mail, like, but on some stupid, like, I didn't have no part of that. My homie who had it was just like, bro, all you gotta do is give me this amount of bread. And I was like, all right, nigga, it's on you. But as soon as I started getting some bread, it was like, it was cool. Yeah, we had, I'm trying to remember what we had.
That's early because people just
I
catching
know
up to that
niggas
now.
just started
We had like we had in like the dog food shit.
Yeah.
But damn, I can't even think. Blackberry Kush, we had fucking, I can't even remember now.
It was some gas.
Yeah, I just remember it was more so. The funny thing is, if you ask people who were around me at the time, they remember more. It's like if somebody cooked for you,
Yeah.
like, bro, when you made that steak.
I can't really remember names from back then. Like, fuck the shit was called.
All
Like
I
it was just
remember
like
was
XO.
this.
Yeah,
Somebody would just say, y'all got loud.
I like
All right.
my shit before I started something was I like sour D heavy.
Yeah.
Sour diesel. I'm from New York. You know about that. I took them up there a few times. Like sour diesel is.
Wherever you go to New York, wherever in New York, they'll be like, y'all got that sour, but it's never sour. It's just like some fucking
It's sweet.
some regular shit.
It's a sweet diesel.
You smoke, bro?
Yeah.
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 Here and there.
Or-
Casually.
Yeah.
so what's up with this biochemist shit, bro? You back here cooking up fucking, I don't know what you be.
Oh man, I work in a
Cooking up.
pharmaceutical lab with that shit. So basically, biochemistry, right? Is you take like biology, which is like the study of your life, your body and shit, the biochemical processes, and you mix it with chemistry, which is like the drugs and shit.
Okay.
It
Sounds like taking drugs
yeah,
in your body.
it could be.
Yeah.
It could be, but what I do is like I work at a pharmaceutical lab. So
Okay.
basically, we get drugs from different clients and shit. So I'm not gonna disclose this shit out loud because my shit might fire me. But
They watching right now.
got you, nigga.
You experiment. You experiment in drugs.
Yeah, we test their shit.
So you
It
test
makes-
drugs?
Yeah, make sure that shit works. I don't take them.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Nah, we
Laboratory tests.
On animals.
We take they've already given the drugs out.
What you like the CDC?
Nah, we just make sure it works. So basically, like to get a pharmaceutical into the
Do
fuck.
y'all really
Into
make
stores?
sure it works or do
Yeah.
they pay y'all?
Wait.
a good
So
amount
are
of
you
money?
are you seriously? You're the final step?
One of the drugs my team tested on, it actually is being distributed now.
Because what's the shit called with the F?
Shit.
It'd be like F, it's a word with an F, and it'd be like it's F approved or something. Damn.
FDA.
FDA.
FDA
approved.
So are you before that, or are you part of the FDA process, or what?
We get audited by the FDA a lot to make sure our shit is like we're running smoothly and we're not doing anything fucked up, like faltering, like
So
faulty
y'all
data.
probably who the FDA hired to
We're who the clients hire to make sure the FDA approves the
Approves.
shit. So we're in between.
that's some deep shit.
That actually
Yeah.
is, bro. Damn. Well, so will the vaccine be coming to you guys? The COVID vaccine when it's ready?
We have COVID samples being tested at our facility.
Lordy.
My team doesn't do it, but like we have automation team. They have this specific machine that like they put it in there. It's a sealed up glass box.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah.
I got so many questions for him, but I don't know where to start. So
What's in the sealed up box?
Just the machine. So it's like it's air sealed. So it's like, you know how it's like you can get COVID from like it being dispersed to the air. It's like it vaporizes in the air. You sniff that shit and you got COVID basically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The sealed box keeps it closed. So like when the machine opens it, it doesn't like vaporize. It keeps the air clean around it.
Have you seen I think the CDC just put on their website recently that now they're not so sure if the virus is airborne. Have you heard about that?
I've got a lot of gripes with what they say with
The
this
CDC
vaccine.
is wild.
Like shit.
Fuck everybody. The scientific morality and ethics that are going on with like this coronavirus are really fucking with me.
Is it about money?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of it's about money because it's like if you look at Donald Trump saying, "Oh, we got a vaccine, the hydrochloroquine, that shit's gonna save some shit." No, it takes about 5 to 15 years to make a vaccine. about.
Yeah, I seen I Am Legend. I know how it works.
That was my whole thing, because you know how there's like anti-vax people.
Yeah.
They're like fuck all vaccines. It's like nah, there are good vaccines, but from what I've been understanding, I don't know if you've seen the fucking Mike Tyson podcast with JFK's brother. I think Robert F. Kennedy. He was talking about how these he's basically writing a book and like suing all these guys because I think he's a lawyer. But he's basically he said that there's 4 vaccine companies that make like all the vaccines in America, and that you can't sue them. And they don't have to be properly tested.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Sounds about right.
And that's crazy as shit. And with the COVID one in particular, it's like they're rushing it so hard. So it's like, what are the chances that they can actually make a good vaccine? Since you just said it takes 5 years, they're trying to do it in less than a year.
It's like, you have to go through so many clinical trials to make sure it works. They're doing these small study groups, and it's like, on the news it said this lady's like, yeah, she got like real dizzy and sick and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm not taking that shit. Like it takes so much. It's so many chemicals that go into a vaccine.
How long did it take to get the flu shot? In order.
Shit, I
Do
don't
you know?
Nah, not off the top of my head. But they always have to develop a new one because there's always a new strain.
So you like in a hazmat suit all day at work?
Is this just another strain? Well, I'm not even gonna ask that because this is some other shit. I'm not gonna go there.
You remember the shorty that was like a cheerleader or whatever? This was some years ago.
I know what you're about to say.
she
Walk it
was-
out.
Yeah.
How did I know you're about to say that?
What happened?
Bro, I have to pull it. It was like a video of the shorty. I don't know if she got sick or she took a vaccine. I think she took a vaccine.
I think it was a rumor though, but
Yeah. Either,
it made her walk crazy. It made
Yeah.
her walk all weird. They said it was from the vaccine, and then somebody
Yo,
put the "Walk It Out"
When was the
song
last time y'all got
to the video.
shots?
I don't know.
Army?
Actually, I got the tetanus shot after my.
See, that should be having
I
me
did get
thinking
that.
now, like, what
I
the
got
fuck
the
they do to
tetanus
me?
shot.
shit.
Well,
When I was in the army. That's it.
I think the tetanus shot you get every like what 6 years.
Oh shit, that shit, all that
I
shit.
think that's
scared
every
me
6
now.
years
Right?
for that one, huh?
It's like a bubble, right?
No, that's to see if you have tetanus. Yeah,
yeah.
If
No,
you-
I think I got one.
Yeah, if you do that, the bubble one, they put an air bubble underneath your upper epidermal level, which is part of your
Yeah.
skin, and if it stays, you got tetanus.
Yeah.
Or is it yeah, I think tetanus.
I'm not sure, but are you hip to like how the allergy doctors test for allergies?
I don't think they do like little drops of the shit on your arm to see.
It's like little pricks.
Yeah, I've
bro. I
seen
went
that.
to the allergy doctor and they check you for 100 different things, and it doesn't hurt, but it's 50 different pricks in each arm.
Damn.
So I guess the way they see if you're allergic is they do the prick, and then I guess depending on how big it swells
they
up.
see the reaction.
Yeah, so they tried to tell me that I was allergic to all 100 things. And they were like, "Yeah, you probably need this medicine." I was like,
Bro,
"I'm good."
You allergic to
I'm good.
outside, bro.
I said, "How am I alive,
Bubble
doctor?"
boy.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Bro, I was like, "This is some bullshit." I was like, "I'm not giving out any money."
it's bullshit. The allergies.
Bro,
You're
that's
sick.
another thing dude was talking about is he said that's from vaccines too. Like he's like how kids have all these crazy allergies now. Like they didn't used to have that back in the day. He's saying it's a direct side effect from certain vaccines.
I think
see
it's in the
that.
food though too. You think about all
sure.
you think about all the preservatives. They put for one, they put all types of like estrogen and testosterone in your food.
Hell
So if you
yeah.
look at it, kids have been going through puberty
Yo,
so
I'm
quick.
about
So
That kind of
quick.
is a fact
Strong
though.
ass chickens.
Hell, strong ass chicken. Big. They got meaty
Pause.
breasts.
Not even pause,
Bro, that
but,
is
I
true,
just
though.
gotta say, like everywhere that I go now, it's like every joint got a fat ass.
No, but that's real.
How? What are y'all
Hormones.
eating?
The hormones.
Nuggets.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
chicken
just about to ask that
nuggets.
McDonald's, bro.
Yo, I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all, this shit getting too crazy,
Yeah.
bro. This shit getting wild.
It's more rare to not have a fat ass now.
At this point,
It really is, bro. It's like they making the food to go straight to the hip. They really on some cuckoo shit. How they controlling the mind, bro.
if you want to go with some random third eye shit, so they're pumping the chickens
Yeah.
full of the hormones, right? And then in turn, that is
King
pumping you full of hormones. So
Hotep
really,
Jesus.
you are just chickens for the slaughter.
You see, brother, break down the word hormone. You can't spell without whore and me on you, brother.
Come on, talk that shit.
Come on.
Talk that etymology.
It's a third
though.
eye.
Yo,
Etymology.
shit. But no, you got to look out about what you eat. That's why, like even with like people who like truly believe the Dr. Sebi diets and stuff like that, like it's really the natural stuff, the stuff that is like seeds. If your food don't have seeds, it's genetically modified. However, we talked with like Paul about this.
Yeah.
Genetically modified food isn't always that bad. Because if you think about it, everybody's got the same fruit year round. You get bananas all through the year. Random watermelon.
Have you ever had a real banana though?
You can't eat a real banana.
No,
Seeds are
I've
too
had a
fucking
real
big.
banana. Disgusting,
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
The nastiest shit I've ever
The
ate in
seeds
my
are
life.
they make
had
the
one
seeds
that was
prestigious.
like-
No, like it was like a banana from like Jamaica, like a real banana, but it was disgusting.
Because I had a fresh
Not
apple and that
sweet.
shit's fire.
It was gross. Nah, but it's like these. like you said, like the GMO seeds is like these seeds are not good half the time though.
It honestly depends. It depends on like what the benefit of the seed is, because like if like the random vegetables and fruits still like develop like different bacteria. Paul talked about like a banana. I think it was in Brazil or something. They had a banana rotting virus, and this virus was just fucking sweeping through the bananas and killing the shit. But the genetically modified ones could fight it.
Can I ask you? Have you ever seen broccoli growing in the wild?
Yo, you know what? It's funny that you say that because I was watching somebody shit that was talking about unnatural shit like that, like broccoli and cauliflower and some other shit too. I forgot what it was.
He's saying pigs.
Yeah, like
You
have you
said
ever
chickens?
seen a wild pig, like a wild chicken?
Unfortunately.
You've seen a wild pig?
When I was in basic, we had like boars and shit.
That's different. A boar and a pig is different.
They are two different things.
But like,
Okay.
have you ever seen a wild chicken?
Yeah.
You have? Like
Back St. Thomas.
Okay.
Not here, not like here.
Have you ever seen a wild cow?
Yes, but again, St. Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel it.
They're a whole different.
He's from New York, bro.
Yeah.
They don't got cows up there.
That is some St. Thomas
Hey,
shit.
yo,
Yeah.
bro. All I see is White Castle.
Oh shit. Have you seen the castle, White Castle?
Bro.
That count?
Yo, White Castle so
I studied.
good.
I've been wanting to go there since I was like 12.
What, White
Fucking
Castle?
seen that
You
movie.
going to Indiana? You about to eat that. You go get it.
If they got one, I'm definitely gonna go there.
You ever had White Castle?
See, I had the Walmart White Castle. It's freeze,
Nah, not
which
the
is
frozen
which
shit.
is not real. Nah.
You've had
I had crystals.
crystal with
That's the-
mustard on it though.
That's
I
like
know,
the
but
southern.
I don't like the mustard. on that shit.
I'm cool. Yo, I went to so Wild's Crystal Story, right? When the first time I went to Atlanta on like some music shit, and this is like some poor music shit. Like I spent all my money to get there.
Hard.
And my
Gotta believe in yourself.
yeah, I stayed at one of my brother's cribs, and I was like, all right, well, I'll go to Crystal's. I know I can get mad food for whatever. And I get there, right, and I met it's some Atlanta shit, the most thugged out, gay, gangster barber,
wow.
rapper.
Wow,
Bro, and he was so
He was
nice.
flirting with you.
Nah, he was cool, but he was mean. So like, cause I went in there, cause I hate when people talk like rude to people who make your food. So it's just me and him in there, and he was mad cool. He was just like, hey bro, he was like, you need your haircut? I was like, yeah, but I don't got the bread. He's like, well look, man, you find the bread. I'm down the street, man. I cut Future's hair, I cut this person's hair. He showed me pictures. I'm like, Brad, that's what's up. He's like, hey, excuse me 1 second, bro. And this nigga, I shit you not, literally looked over the counter and was like, bitch, hurry up with my motherfucking chicken. And I'm just like, oh shit. And then they like brought him out the food, and he leaned back and he was like, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Yo, what the fuck?
And then I followed
Hey, yo,
him.
niggas down there be tweaked out.
And I didn't know he was gay, but I found him on Instagram, and he's like post random, like, you know, standard Instagram thug shit, lean, gun, lean. And then he had mad videos of him and his boyfriend, but they were both like thugs. That was the funny shit. So this you see
yo.
these,
It's like fucking Omar from The Wire.
yeah.
Atlanta. I'm
That's
tired of
for
you.
you, bro.
I
love
love
y'all.
it. That shit is
You
dope.
get-
I fucks with it.
You
That ain't for me,
get
but-
beat up then kissed.
Bro.
And they don't cut your hair for you to make sure you look good before the kiss.
Yeah, them niggas is wild.
Hey,
Like-
yo, that is wild though. I haven't been to Atlanta yet.
Oh, you gonna love it.
I loved it.
You gonna love Atlanta.
Word?
Yeah.
Is that
Are you sure you gonna tell this nigga he gonna love Atlanta? Really?
That was one story. That was a bad story. It's
Nah,
not a,
but a lot of Atlanta is like that. You gonna
Yeah.
go around Atlanta, you gonna get hit on by dudes.
And there's
you
chicken
can deal with it.
everywhere.
It's mad chicken.
Chicken wings
It's a
everywhere.
lot of shit. I had
What that mean?
Bro, you can
what y'all
get
talking about? What's
chicken
what kind of
wings.
what slang y'all
a
on?
lot of wing spots?
Chicken
Bro.
wings.
Real chicken.
son. I had
Yeah.
the best chicken I had was we was on our way to the show, and I had to. I'm pissy. I pee all the time,
Yeah, you do.
so I had to pee. And because Atlanta, everything's spaced out. So like,
Okay.
so we was on the way to the show, and I found a random gas station. I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta go piss. It was a random dirty gas station. So I go in there, and it was like, you can use the bathroom, but you gotta buy something. I'm like, that's cool. Let me just get a little. Everywhere sells wings, so I'm like, I'll get a 5-piece buffalo lemon pepper, right?
5-piece.
Yeah. That shit was that to this day. That's the best fried chicken ever. And we ate chicken all weekend,
We did eat
but
chicken all
that
weekend.
one specific spot, that shit was amazing. That shit was delicious,
kinda
Chicken
regret-
at the
I
gas
regret not
station is
getting that
fire,
chicken.
bro. Like crispy crunch, y'all ever had?
bro. Crispy
I'm
Crunches,
talking about Crispy Crunch.
Crispy
We talking about
Crunches,
that- we
yeah.
talking about
Come
Crispy
on.
Crunch.
undefeated.
Nah, bro. It's something. That shit unbelievably good.
And you know what's funny? The nigga who put me on Crispy Crunch is from the Bronx, and he came down here and was
No,
like,
New York niggas know they food.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's
Paul.
fair.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Paul knows good
Yeah.
food.
That's all I'm gonna say. But nah, that crispy crunch is unbelievably strangely good.
He put me on with the fucking the beef patties in New York.
oh yeah,
I went out there with him
Take
one
that
time.
nigga
That
to
shit was pretty
Golden
good.
Crust.
Yeah.
Didn't the owner commit suicide?
It was some wild shit.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
Golden
yeah,
Crush.
yeah. Damn,
Of
y'all
Golden Crush?
y'all well informed.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Of what, like the main one, or is there
Yeah,
only
Like
one
the
Golden
CEO,
Crush?
Yeah, he
or
like
the owner.
I heard he like jumped up a bit or something.
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, real crazy. And they're successful as fuck. You can get Golden Crunch, even the frozen ones. You can
Yeah.
get shits every fucking where.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, exactly. Random Dollar Tree down the street from our apartment.
Yeah.
Golden Crunch.
Nah,
man.
but you can't get the cocoa bread everywhere. though.
Yeah.
That shit was a little different.
The cocoa bread is where it goes.
That's true. That's
See,
true.
it was a little different for me, like in the States or whatever, and he can attest to this. So in St. Thomas, they have pate, which is like a similar concept, but I didn't know what patty
Oh, a
was.
beef patty.
Yeah, it's like, because every culture has like that type of shit, like bread and meat, right? So our shit, it's a little bit pause thicker or whatever. Like the dough itself, it's like sweeter and thicker, and you can use that pause, but you could, they put whatever in it. So it's like saltfish, curry chicken.
saltfish one.
The saltfish one's crazy.
Shit.
Conch, fucking whatever. But so when I came to say, but like when I was of the stateside culture, and I remember we go somewhere and they be like, oh yeah, we got patties, and I'm like, you mean pate? Please say it right. And then we get it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's like this, but then it's good.
Why
But
the fuck is this yellow?
when you have like a pate as opposed to patties, it's like it's
different.
it's way
No,
different.
It's different as
Yeah,
fuck.
Y'all ever had fish head soup?
probably, but not that I can put a finger
I
on.
haven't.
Yeah, it's Jamaican, but like
I'll try it.
growing up like in New York, like a lot of Jamaican food, but fish head soup is like
Yeah, traditional shit for
I'll try it.
Bosnians eat. We cook lamb. We'll cook like a whole lamb
Bro, I fucks
on the
with
fire, just like slow cook it for like 4 hours.
Oh, lamb's the shit.
Yeah, I fuck with it. I've been like switching my diet up lately, bro. I've been trying this like liquid diet shit for like I'll do it like 1 or 2 days out the week, and I just been trying because there is like, that's why I went to the allergy doctor at first when I went, because I noticed that I don't know what it is though. It's like certain times it might be like a certain time of the month or like I don't know when, but like I feel like I'll be bloated.
Yeah.
It'd be like I feel like my face is bloated, my stomach, like I feel like super full, and I feel like it's from something that I'm eating, but I don't know what. So I've been trying to like just switch out, cutting out certain things to like try to figure out what it is. So
Hell yeah.
I don't fucking know, man.
A lot of people get bloated from what I've seen, like a high salt diet.
Yeah,
The more
Facts.
salt you eat, the more water your body's gonna like hold in. So like if you cut down salt, that'll lose a lot of water weight. Like a lot of people feel bloated from that shit, from what I've seen. Honestly, and beef.
Yeah, because
Hella beef.
I know when I cut, because I did like a month and I cut out dairy, and I mean I really wasn't eating red meat like that at the time anyways, but I didn't like officially cut it out. But dairy and liquor, that was when I lost like all the weight, like because like, I always work out, but I didn't really lose weight until I cut all that out. And it's like I go back, I eat dairy and shit now, but the funny thing is I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't gained the weight back.
I feel it, bro. For me, it was soda, bro. I cut out soda,
That sugar, man.
like chips. I would drink hella soda today. I'll probably stop by the gas station like 3 times, get a bag of chips, like stay eating some chips or some chocolate
Rap
or something.
snacks.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Good, though.
Nah, that's still one of my goals is to have my own thing of rap snacks, because there's like a certain Bosnian flavor. I wanted to do a flavor of rap snacks, but it's called palachinka, which is basically like a Bosnian version of a pancake. But I feel like that'd be a fire flavor to have one day.
I want to try this. I didn't want to.
Yeah, so I know I'm trying to think of like how I fucking found out about you, bro. I was thinking about that yesterday and I cannot remember.
I feel like
Do you remember like the first time you see me?
Yeah, I don't remember the specifics. I just remember, I know I saw you at a place I was performing at because you gave me your CD, and I put it in my merch box, and I couldn't find it, and I saw you somewhere else, and I was like, shit, where is the CD at? And I remember I just have random connections like
if that was the first time, I feel like if that was the first time I came to your show, because I know I've been to a few of your shows.
Yeah.
I feel like it might have been a time before that. I'm not sure, but I cannot remember for the life of me who put me on to you, like how the fuck I found out about you. But shit's wild, bro. I feel like, damn, I've been to like 5 or 6 of your shows. You be killing it too, bro.
I fucking appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I haven't seen anybody else that actually has the between the songs down packed.
Yeah.
Everybody, you could be a fire performer, but you have like, first of all, you're like hilarious. You make the crowd laugh like between songs. It's like whatever you're doing, bro, you're doing that shit right. Keep going, like.
Hey, man, thank you.
I don't find myself laughing at people's shows from a joke. Like you'll tell a fucking joke on some random shit, the whole crowd will laugh, and then you just spit like the craziest 16.
Bro, that comes from, and it's funny. Remember we was talking about the segue. I'm gonna tell you something off camera later, but we were saying that there was something we were specifically not gonna talk about today, and I'm like, bro, there's gonna be a perfect moment for us to segue into some negative shit.
Okay.
this was the moment. But we'll circle the block on that one later on.
Okay.
But on a positive note, but I came from like a different culture of performers though, and that's something I really be telling to like the people that I'm around now. I was always in competitive environments for rap shit. If it was either open mics back then or like little competitions and shit at Hampton, or even when like the hip hop scene started to open up more, it was always a lot more competitive. And like not just with like the people around you, but like because you're being competitive, not rappers but performers. So like my competition was people who can sing and comedians, a couple magicians actually. Like
really?
yeah, I went up on some magicians but
I went up on some magician.
yeah, she's like beat that pussy, like his dove flies away, but. It's just like you gotta learn how to be better. But it's like I always like have studied too. Just like I've just enjoyed performers. Like for example, Prince. I'm a big Prince fan. Like even earlier, he was watching The Time, and I'm like, I know all the dances and shit. I'm like, yeah.
You give me like Prince and like Anderson .Paak type vibes, bro. Like on some like it's real artistic. I don't like to compare people, but it's like
I appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. It's real genuine creativity.
I recently got Prince's memoir, which he coincidentally he didn't get to finish because the dude who he was writing it with, he like died when they were getting close. But the foreword was really good, and when I heard like the actual stuff that Prince was saying, someone was like, "Bro, me and this nigga are super alike." Like when I actually heard him like start speaking and saying things, because they come from like that artistry. That was back when artists used to still be mysterious.
Yeah.
We don't get that luxury anymore.
Yeah. Social media killed that.
Now with actors too, like that's why I feel like people's movies aren't doing as good, because you see them like Will Smith, even like his recent movies. It's like I'm having a hard time imagining him as that character because you see him every day on Instagram. So it's like it's weird, you know.
It kills it, man, because it's like a blessing and a curse, and I feel like people forget about that duality. Like Jamie Foxx talked on that real well. I think someone was asking him about Kanye, and he was saying like everybody that rises crashes, but that's the gravity.
Yeah.
Like the higher you go, the further you're gonna fall, and it's like at some point you gotta be prepared for that, because it's literally just the way shit goes.
That Greek shit too. You talking about Daedalus?
Yeah.
Flying too high to the sun.
What's up with that?
The Greek story. I forgot the son's name, but it's Daedalus and the sun. Icarus.
Yeah.
I think it was Icarus. But they created these wings and they fastened them to their body using like wax, and they were flying and shit. But the sun kept flying higher and higher. Closer you got to the sun, his wings melted. The higher you climb, the higher the fall.
Yeah.
Basically, it's easier to fall when you get to the top.
So you gotta understand that duality and just know that it comes with it. But it's like that's dangerous, because it's like now you have the ability to become so much higher, to receive so much more positive karma, and it's like, bro, and that's the term that Jamie used that like actually stood. I said Jamie like I know that, like, you know,
Jamie said Jamie.
you know, my man's Jamie. Nah, but the term that he used was like you have to pay the price eventually, because either you pay it with the dues or you pay it later on.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, with knowing that we have that knowing that if you fly too close to the sun, then your wings get burned off, right?
Yeah.
Then why not know to keep that balance?
People don't know once you get higher, you get to see so much more. It's so much more power for you. You know?
Greed?
Is it greed?
Yeah, because the thing is you don't even know it's greed, and that's again Dave Chappelle. He had a really good interview on Inside the Actor Studio. He was talking about that when he got into the game, he already knew his dad. That's the first thing his dad told him was name your price.
I seen that, and he was like, if they ever offer you more than that, walk away.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And then me and shout out to Chemist, he's really dope Philly MC. Me and him was talking about the same concept of like knowing who you are, but then knowing what you need and what you want. Because it's like there's no cap to anything. Somebody could offer you $100 million, but it's like, what you gonna do for that?
Yeah, true.
Like, but then the thing is, like, do you really need it? Like, it's cool. Of course it's nice. You can do whatever you want, but is it worth whatever you're doing?
Yeah. Didn't it like kind of allude to that in Elton John, Rocket Man, the movie?
Yeah, damn sure.
Very
good movie too.
The more he was doing, the more he was getting paid, the more he was spiraling out of control.
Yeah,
and it's like a balance too of just appreciating what you have and also still having a drive to get more.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm definitely still working on that. But it's like I feel like artists too just have a different struggle, like, or just creatives in general. Like I feel like the regular like 9-to-5 person doesn't really like. It's certain things about with like I don't even know where I'm taking this. I don't know, but it's like about being creative where you have this inner struggle of like fucking.
It stresses you out, bro.
I don't even know, like
Your brain works different too.
or,
You process information way differently than
It's
other
less
people.
creative people in this world than they've made it to the point where it's way more conformist than creatives. So now it's like the creatives is the lesser, so it stresses the creatives out because they can't find other creatives around because it's too many conformists. So it's like your brain is like, damn, bro, like what am I really doing?
facts.
Because it's not too many of the people who really want to genuinely create, or like it's even the people that's creating now is doing it for money, bro, and you can really tell. Like,
I feel that.
It's a morality check.
Yeah, I like to feel like creatives, like true creatives, are like the voice of that culture or the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably what stresses them out too.
yeah,
Think about so much shit going on now. Like
Yeah.
there's too much like to pull from, and it probably taxes your mind because it's like
damn,
it's almost like you're an anthologist, like on some real shit. You're like talking about the stories of the people at the time, and it's like fuck, 2020 by itself. I joke with my friends, it could be a dissertation for anybody doing like psychology and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
Sociology, any kind of shit. It's
Wow.
2020 by itself.
Yeah.
It's just like
I still feel like in like 5-10 years, it's gonna come out a story of how this whole shit was like some. They're gonna say what the real shit was behind the fucking pandemic.
It was the flies on Mike Pence's head.
I don't know what.
Charlemagne posted a funny ass little meme where you seen it. They zoomed in on the fly and it was dancing and shit with the
Yo.
music playing.
My head.
weed.
They had a real Saturday Night Live. They had like a really funny skit for that shit. It was they shrank down Joe Biden. He was gonna go try and help Kamala whatever out, and then they turned into the plot of The Fly, and he turned into like fucking Goldblum, what John or Jeff Goldblum? Jeff Goldblum. And it's funny because to me it was like so dated. I was like, bro, they are not gonna get like if you a little bit older, you're gonna get it. But
Yeah.
and then Herman Cain came back from the dead and was reincarnated as a fly and was like next to him. Bro, it was so far left, but that shit was funny as hell.
South Park went off on it too.
Oh, I got
gotta
everybody
watch
keeps
that.
saying that too. I need
It
to
is
fun. Check it out.
yeah.
It is funny. They took it to the next level. Well, they just make fun of everything. From that,
South
from
Park is
they're
wild.
like you don't have the mask on your nose. It's not doing anything. It's basically like a face diaper. Some shit, but-
Yeah.
I've seen that shit work.
I gotta peep that shit.
So how did the I know you went on a few tours too, right?
We one
how'd that
official
go?
tour and then a lot of shows.
Yeah.
But we've had one official tour though.
Where so was that like did you get paid for those tours, or was that like you set it up with people you knew at the place where you kind of just rented out the spot, or how'd that work?
Yeah, we it was all internal.
Yeah.
So it was really I think at the time it was just me. Was it me and you and anybody else or was it just us?
Jack Union?
Yeah, I think so. I mean as far as like the logistics and the plan.
Yeah, the three of us, between three of us.
Yeah, but so some of it was like connections I've made over the years, and then other stuff was just us getting creative, like solidifying like the Airbnb shows, for example, and like seeing what worked. Cause like for example, like anytime we've gone to New York, it's always been like finessed. But the last 2 times we've associated with a certain open mic up there in Harlem, and they've kind of like the people who do it are cool, but they kind of fucked us over these last 2 times enough that I'm not gonna go back to them again. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other ones like DC, we did a venue. There was a couple logistical errors, but that was pretty cool. It was cool to like have a green room and shit and like get everything
Yeah, they
done.
really set y'all up.
It was someone not of our team.
Yeah.
There were some discrepancies with the logistics in regards to us getting money at the door.
Yeah.
And they're a good team because that was my first time having to like step back and let people
Rap
do they
shit.
yeah.
You legit like we had to like force you to like because you were really like you want to be involved, which is cool, but it's like you needed to step back. You
it's
focus
nice.
on
You
performing.
can't do everything.
Exactly. And I had a
find
real
myself trying to do that too.
I had a real hard time stepping
That's
back.
dope, bro.
And they literally was just like, bro, just sit down
Yeah.
and wait.
We had to force you.
Yeah.
We bought you like a drink and said sit. This is on some
Dope,
real
though.
shit.
You need people like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it worked
And
out.
then we tried to fucking start that Love That shit.
Yeah.
That was short lived, but you definitely had a fire show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was like I think I did 2 or 3 shows with that, or little parties, but it was funny because that fucking restaurant we did it at, I think everybody, it got shut down for, what was this? Salmonella? What's that shit?
Salmonella?
Didn't I tell you about it?
I don't. I just remember the dude that went to jail.
Oh no, that's a whole different venue.
Yeah, that's
See, how is it both venues that I fucking work with, some crazy shit happened.
Maybe it just wasn't meant to be, or maybe we
Maybe
just
it
had
wasn't.
just one good time and shut it down.
Hey man.
Your friend's party was lit too. Well, what's her name? Show, right?
Yeah.
Show, yeah. Her party was fun too, though. She had like hella people there. So I hope she had a good time.
She had a good time.
That's what it was about. Hell yeah, man.
Nobody saw that.
Really, I was gonna ask you guys too, like, what do you think about like the 757 scene right now, like where it could go, like where we are right now, you know what I'm saying? How to get more eyes on us, how to fucking get this place moving.
Honestly, right now, I think it's a little upsetting, to tell you the truth. Like, cause I feel like it's a lot of people here with a lot of time. It's like a lot of dope artists out here, but I feel like it's not enough people doing things. Like I remember at one point, and that's not even on like some like, oh, the industry's not looking.
You
at
mean
us.
like shows, or like what do you mean doing things?
Everything, like just putting like quality content, shows, making things happen. Cause I remember like at one point it was fluid, and then now it's like going against like even us now when we do shows like. Are either like, to keep it a buck, some of our smaller turnouts or least impactful or like least exciting shows be out in 7.5, and you wouldn't think that, but like our DC shows be more lit. Richmond is hit and miss. Atlanta always lit. New York's always pretty good, but it's like out here you would think the hometown stuff would be more, and it's not. And it like, but I feel like that doesn't mean it's bad. It's like there are people, everyone here that I know that makes music are like, to me, no shade anywhere else that I've been, are more talented in my opinion than a lot of those people. But it's like I feel like people in other areas are doing more. Like as far as like, oh, we can't do a show here. All right, well, we're gonna figure something out. Like I'm still getting offers in other places. It's just not making sense for me to do them right now. Yeah. And it's like we're still being creative, like trying to find. But even look what you're doing right now. Like this. People really trying to make it happen, but I feel like compared to like 2017 when the scene was like lit, like it was just way more going on.
Word. And I know this year probably just because the pandemic and shit, you know what I mean?
But still.
We were still with the creativity with that. We were, for a good portion of the time at the beginning of the pandemic, we were doing tiny apartment type shows, you know what I'm saying? Inviting random people and like doing like an hour on a Saturday and just do a concert. On live.
Yeah, I remember y'all had a show at the Airbnb, and he sent me the address. I was like, bro, that's in my neighborhood. I was like, what the hell? I was like, gotta come. But yeah, man, I feel like we need more people like blogs and shit. Yeah, because we have, like you said, we have the talent, but it's like, how do we get the fucking citizens of this place to stand behind us? And it's easy to get the people that know you and like, oh yeah, I know Selmir, I'm gonna go to his show. Like I know Skuzii, I'm gonna go to his show. But like, how do we reach random people? Like, yeah, like,
and it's like anytime we do have it, something happen. Like for example, Graffiti Studios. That was like good.
That was hard. Yeah,
I performed it one time.
Yeah,
the police ain't like that place though.
Oh man, I got some stories for that too.
Yeah, I know what that
we
is.
used to, but
they had the best vibe.
Yeah,
and everybody.
That was like my home spot for me. Like we used to have it lit.
Yeah,
but
is hard.
Yeah. But then, that didn't work out over time too, and I feel like some of it too is just us all being more educational with ourselves and with each other on like the specifics of like business and taxes and understanding how to do things, and getting more people to do stuff like that, like get in venues and like try to own places and stuff like that. And me and Bruce talk about stuff like that all the time. Right. We literally make plans like, okay, like we'll be driving through Richmond, he'll see a spot and be like, oh look, rent costs that much, we could do X, Y, and Z. Like he'll immediately have an idea for a spot, you know. And it's like I feel like more people need that type of energy or that type of energy around them, you know.
Yeah, one thing to the venues in the area, y'all charge way too much.
Yo, fuck a lot of those venues.
Like, they want like $2,000 for a night. Like what? What do you think we got going on here? We like what?
It's not a twerk party, man.
We charging $5 to get in. Like what do you mean?
Yeah, granted, I get like them trying to like, I guess break even, but like trying to exploit like the artistry is kind of like
Well, I be feeling like also they don't want you there, so they just give you this high price so they know you're gonna just say no.
They are racist as fuck, and I'll tell you specific ones too, because when back way back before it was like a thing when we were like, because for me it all started like 2012, 2013. I'm like, okay, I know I'm a good performer, I just don't have anywhere to perform. I'm not in school no more. I can't do HU shows, and we literally would go door to door. We go to restaurants, we would go to bars, we go to all these different places, and just be like. And my question would be, what can we do to have a show? How can we make this comfortable for you? How can we accommodate? Bruh, they either gave us ridiculous prices. Like, I remember I was having a back-to-school concert to raise money to get back into school. And they were like, oh, well, all you got to do is give me $1,000. Do you not know the point of the show? I don't got it, baby. Like, but then you have some places like Charlie's in Norfolk. Charlie's, which just do blatant racist shit. Like I think they shut down now, so
I think I might have seen you. Did you post on Instagram or something? About
Oh
that or
yeah,
something? I might have
definitely.
seen that.
Because then they had shit where it was like one of my friends did a show and they were saying her shit. They use words like hip hop shows.
Bro,
And-
when you did the show at they asked me what kind of music is it gonna be at the show? What kind of party is this gonna be? I'm like, it's just
Can't stand
my
it.
friend's release party, like blah blah, you know. But they definitely asked.
Yeah, and they say little shit like that because when she got banned, because they said, and nothing even happened. There wasn't like a fight. There was not a specific event that happened to make them want to like shut it down. They just said the owners came in and I quote, vibe was too aggressive. The people were too aggressive.
Hey, y'all show.
Nah, her show I was just supporting.
Okay, because your show isn't really.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
I know you talking
Yeah,
about this one.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
And
And
a lot
then,
of you don't even. It's not like you have these like super gangster fans. I feel like your show is more like
right.
fucking regular people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a good mix. They're there, but anyway, but that's another story too. But then my other friend, she was supposed to have a show. So all that fiasco happened on like, let's say like a Thursday, and my other friend had already had a show booked there for like Friday or Saturday for her release party. And me and her were the only rappers, and other people performing was like 4 R&B singers. They canceled her show because it was a quote unquote hip hop show, and the venue no longer accommodated to hip hop acts.
The day after your show.
Yeah. Well, her that person's show.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, wow. I'm like, bro, so y'all did business with her like the day before y'all gonna cancel it. And I was like, I never forget stuff like that. I'm like, I got you. But they're not the only ones who do stuff like that. That's a lot of that, like from Norfolk to Newport News. A lot of the places are like that. Most of the places are like that.
That's some bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Hip hop.
That's why it's not. To me, this has never been a place to where like I feel like, no offense, like the artist can pop here.
It's facts though.
I feel like this is a place where you gotta go somewhere else. Like it's not conducive to artistry. Like even for sports, even for anything entertainment wise, like this is not really the area.
And also, people aren't used to seeing somebody that's quote unquote big in this area. So it's like, if let's say you're in LA, you're used to seeing like famous people that were like, yo, and like hyping them up and shit, and like going and like supporting them and shit. But here it's like, nah, that motherfucker's not big.
But
He's
we
just
got
like me.
enough
We're,
famous
you know what I'm
people
saying?
from here though. You know what I'm saying?
But they're
Like,
so far
if
away, like
If
people
niggas
forgot
came
almost.
back to the crib and made it something, I feel like it would be a different story too. But I mean, who am I to say? Cause
Yeah, it's about the growth, man. And I want to touch on something too. Like, it's hard to grow a channel, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Pusha T just started Airwave Music Group. I'm sure you've seen that.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, their channel is not lit at all. I think we might be like doing quote unquote better than them in numbers right now. But it's like, if Pusha T can't start some shit, it's like, that's weird. I don't fucking know.
It's the irony of something in the water. Like literally, like it's something in the water that makes everybody so talented, yet for some reason it's a lot harder to excel.
crabs in a bucket.
Yeah. Crabs in the water.
How's the single doing, man? Newport Shorts. Can we get a little backstory? You don't smoke cigarettes. I think I seen you smoke a Black and Mild before.
Yeah,
but
I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at that one like,
yeah, I know.
But-
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, what's the little backstory on the song? And because I don't even think, does it have anything to do with smoking? I'm trying to remember now.
barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we you know, my titles just be kind of wild sometimes.
Right.
It's funny if you could have been there for us talking about, because some of the other titles were kind of funny too. But essentially, so the project itself is more of that vibe where it's just like the aesthetic purpose of the project for me, like the whole album is supposed to be, I want to slow your heart rate down. Like I want to chill. Like this is supposed to be conducive to what's going on. Like I want you to relax.
The
Like
world's moving so fast.
yeah,
You know?
like just chill. But there was a lot of references in there to God Bless the Dead 94 Nights. He had a song called Newport Blues, and I like took a couple notes from that as well too in there and referenced that as well. And the Newport Short thing, that was just like a couple lines in there, but essentially it's just like a song about really just like kind of slowing down and like also just kind of like being more positive. It talks about growth as well too. Like it's just really taking the time to like just kind of sit back and like reflect on your growth.
Jack Union did the beats for this.
No one ever. So it's Jack Union and Wilkes. Yeah,
Okay.
Wilkes.
Wait, you said no one ever?
Yeah, that's their joint production.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen that dude Wilkes too. I think I follow him on Instagram. I think I probably seen you post him or something.
Yeah,
but,
Wilkes is dope.
Yeah, he seems pretty fire too. Is that his? I see he posted like a bunch of the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Is that his new album coming out or something? What's that about?
I'm honestly not sure. I'm gonna have to ask him.
Or,
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
so did you? The title's not out for your new album, right?
It's not out, but we can say what it is.
Or
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Exclusive alert. We're gonna have soon. We're having sound effects. We're gonna put in the Young Pharaoh facts and shit.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Have you created an album before? Is this like your first album, or are you calling this an album, or is this like, have you made an album?
I would say so. Yeah, it was because people really get into like the title and name and shit. Because I've had like Veronica's Apartment for me, like that was an album
I
for
thought
me.
that was an album.
And I had
me
people
as
like,
well.
bro, I love your mixtape, and I'm just like,
How dare you? It's a fucking album. How dare you want to strangle a nigga?
you brat back, man. Another story to the circle the block. Somebody kept
y'all
fucking.
gotta come back and tell a bad story.
We're gonna circle this block before we leave.
Somebody tried to fuck with me one time and was like, bro, I really love Veronica's room. It's Veronica's apartment, bro.
Marvin's, they tried to get
He was like, oh yeah, of course.
It was a studio. It was a studio.
couple times after he was like, yeah, bro, I really like the Veronica's room. I'm like, nigga, I just told you 5 minutes ago it's Veronica's apartment. Relax. But
Veronica's
Don't
closet,
disrespect my work, bitch.
So what's the title of the project, bro?
ask about the octopus.
Okay.
Well, now we
This
gotta
whole
ask-
time I know you, I never wanted to ask about it because you specifically say don't ask about the octopus.
Right.
What's up with the
Now
octopus?
you want people to ask?
Can I ask about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Ask about it.
So, octopus spiritually represents a lot of shit too. So there's a word that I can't pronounce, so I'm not gonna try. But I don't know.
Okay.
There's a lot of letters though. There's a lot of consonants.
Okay.
So,
You gonna look it up?
but I'll describe what it is. So, the number 8, right? The number 8 belongs to a family of this,
Okay.
whatever that word is, and essentially it's their shape. So, like, you know how infinity is like an 8 sideways.
Okay.
It's all the same shit. Like 8, that they all represent the same shit, but it represents cycles. It represents like forever pretty much, but mostly cycles. So the octopus in itself spiritually is a representation of, well, one, that, but then also it's like so many different things. And that's why like the arms kind of mean a lot to me, because it's like all those things can represent like different thematic like aesthetics essentially. But the octopus itself too, it represents, because like the camouflage and the adaptability and stuff, they usually represent essentially like, I'm trying to put it into words, but it's like when you're working on yourself, you're building yourself up, but people don't notice it. Like the whole thing with the octopus is it does everything it does unnoticed. Like it's defending itself, you don't even know it's there. It's eating crab legs and shit, you don't even know it's there. It's doing everything unbeknownst to you until
They want you to know.
Exactly.
I fuck with that.
So
When
that
do they want you to know though?
that's the question. Like, it just depends.
They choose.
Yeah. That's another thing too, because octopus themselves, they have their own like personalities and shit. They're very, very smart creatures, but they're so low key. Nobody really think about it. Nobody ever really thinks about how dope the structure and like intelligence of an octopus is.
That's very true.
I know
And
you was
there's
talking
like
about,
different.
You good?
Now, and there's different types of octopuses too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you have a favorite octopus?
Not necessarily. I'm still researching them, honestly. Like the more we've been getting into the project, the more I've researched it myself, just to see how I do relate to it. Because some things I just don't question it. I just go with it. Like initially when I did the octopus, I didn't think about it. It was just kind of cool, but I knew it would make sense at some point.
Oh, okay, so you didn't even have this meaning up until
Yeah,
you figured that meaning out through the project.
Real
exactly.
artistry.
Like, just like you just let it teach you.
Yeah, it comes to you eventually. You know, the universe guides you towards the answer.
Bro, you know they say about the fucking ocean, like I think they only the Earth is like what 70-80% water, right? And we only explored 5% of the ocean.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
What? So we really haven't seen none of the world for real.
Planet.
Yeah, but if you think about it, you get past that layer where the sun doesn't like reflect into it and refracts inside of it. It's all darkness. You can see shit.
I just be
Then you get to
watching
the
them
center of the
fucking documentaries, just like, yo, all these shits was born with lights,
Word.
like all the fish and shit.
Yeah.
was born
Bro.
with lights.
Yeah,
What you mean born with lights?
They like glow up.
Bioluminescence.
It's called bioluminescence. You know what I'm saying? They're able to like
I've seen that.
they give off the particles in their body basically like glow. It adapted to that. Yeah, some crazy shit like anglerfish. The idea of anglerfish. They got that glowing bulb to like draw in fish.
They got that shit in Finding Nemo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit from Finding Nemo. That's that scary shit.
They there was this one dude I was watching recently on Joe Rogan, and he was talking about he did like marathon swimming, like they swim like from like an island to another island. And he was saying like when they start swimming, it's like midnight. Like they literally just drop you in the water and you just start swimming and shit. And he was saying your first time swimming, it's nothing but shit glowing in the water. Like when you're like organisms and shit, he's like as you're swimming and shit, you're like literally breaking shit, and you just see like all these different lights and stuff.
So hard.
You watch a lot of Joe Rogan?
I'm getting more into it.
Bro, that's my shit.
Yeah.
Podcast.
It's like certain people we've had. Like I started with like the clips, of course, and then I started listening to like the actual whole shit. Like he's got some real interesting people.
Yeah, a fire recent one is he had his recent one with Duncan Trussell, which is like one of his really good friends.
Yeah,
they went on for like 5 hours, bro. They did like shrooms on it. Jesus. They went into some deep shit.
Oh damn,
that's my favorite episode in a while.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
So ask about the octopus. The date is not out, right?
Yeah, we don't gonna put that out yet.
Before the end of this year.
Yeah, it's coming out this year.
Hell yeah. Newport Shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, hell yeah. Did you guys want to circle that block?
Oh yeah, we can't. Oh,
What do you want to say?
which one?
I don't know. Yeah, you said you said it twice.
It was like
you
3
said
blocks.
I'm gonna tell a story about how somebody almost got fucked up over saying Rock's department wrong.
Okay.
But so this dude, I actually have history with him. I slapped the shit out of him. Probably not 10 years before. Well, it would be 10 years now. But we was like in high school together. So me and my family, we moved from Newport News to Williamsburg when I was probably like 15, 14-ish.
Okay.
So like my little brothers grew up there, but I grew up out here. And then me being a little badass high school, I was always coming back out here. So so my parents live in a pretty nice neighborhood in Williamsburg, right? But it's funny because we live on the same street with other niggas who just made it. Like it's like everybody, like you can tell it's like
feeling.
they had like just got money, and it's like everybody's like,
mercy.
you got a big house, I got a big house.
Niggas who just got from the hood.
Yeah, so like my peoples was straight. So there was a family, like my parents always been straight, but like now they like super straight. Now it was some niggas across the street, you could tell they was some niggas, right?
Okay.
And the mom or whatever, she used to like just not run through dudes, but like, cause it was on like 3 guys, but she would like have different husbands for different things and shit. So one of her sons, who was this fat bastard, I put up with him because there wasn't nobody else I could kick it with, but I didn't really fuck with him like that. Yeah. But I used to always let him know. So him and he, no,
I'm cool. Yeah. I appreciate you.
I'll wait on it. But pretty much, he said something stupid to my little brother, and we got into it, and it ended up with me slapping the shit out of him. Long story short. So fast forward years into the future, Skuzii, Veronica's apartment, blah, 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 blah. Young ladies interviewing me out the news. So I go to her spot, and it's like, it's some shit. I'm thinking it's going to be kind of like this. Like, it's like, nah, like, it's like a spot, cool, but it's going to be nice. Bruh, it was like, she had 2 kids, and it was just see dirty.
Wait, you talking about the one with the cats?
Nah.
Oh, I'm thinking about something else then.
Yeah, you think it's something else.
Oh, yeah.
Now I know what you're talking about.
So he was there or something?
Yo, so he was the cameraman.
Okay.
Yeah, so on some random shit, and he's like, I think I'd seen him at graffiti before too, and he was like being wild dick sucky, like, oh, Skuz, what up, bro? But like, I'm like, bro, you know me as Bruce, like it's cool. You don't have to, you don't gotta do all that. Like you just be cool, bro. Right. So I seen him. He's like, yo, Skuz, y'all really fuck with your last project, Veronica's Room. And I'm like, yeah, bro, it's actually called Veronica's Apartment. You know, it's on the album cover. Like if you like it so much, you bitch ass nigga. So he was just like, oh yeah, sorry, bro, my bad. So meanwhile, she's interviewing another dude, and like she just has like this. No disrespect to her children, but her kid was dirty as hell, and he had like that fresh out the womb belly button, and the shit was just like this.
Oh yeah, those is demon children,
bro.
And
and
he
he
the belly buttons like.
And he had just mad vanilla wafer debris on his face, and he just has the box, and he's just like,
fuck you on, nigga.
yeah. And then
base kids,
bro, it was so, and then there was another kid. She was dirty too, but there was cooling. So eventually she gets to my shit, and then she's like awkwardly flirting with me in this like dirty apartment. So we on camera, and she's just like, yo, so Skuz, you got any kid?
Was she fat though?
Huh?
Was she fat? Was her butt fat?
Probably.
So he recording it. First of all, he don't even got a tripod.
No, he's the tripod. This nigga's just
off a handheld,
just like looking, probably
Posing.
Loved your project, Skuz.
Y'all was on the casting couch,
bro. Now that was the real casting couch. That shit was awkward.
That would have been hard.
They had like thought juice in there and shit, and she's just like, so you want any kids, Skuz? I'm like, bro, that's what it felt like. Yeah, like off break, like the first question, she's like, you got any kids? I'm like, nah. She's like, you want some kids? No. I'm like, she's like, nah, but I'll give you some. I'm like,
She said that. Swear to God.
She's like, cut. That's all we need.
You could probably find it online.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I think it's on. I could probably find it. But
That sounds like a hard
he kept saying that shit like every time he was just like, yeah, bro. And again, he had no reason. We already talked about it. Like, you liked it, cool. I appreciate it.
Did it sound like he was joking or like he
Nah,
actually
I
thought it
think
was
he
called
was trying to fuck with me.
Oh, he was just
'cause
trying to be funny.
he was just like, yeah, bro, because it was something about that Veronica's room. I'm like, I'm like, bro, you must have forgot what happened last time. I ain't grow that much.
You gonna slap me in Veronica's room?
Please, slap me, daddy. What? Get this nigga out of here. Get the fuck out.
Okay, so that's one block. That's one block.
Yo.
Was there another one?
All right, we have to talk about it off camera.
Okay.
Some
bet.
shit that happened recently.
Hell yeah. Now we can. This has been a vibe, bro. If you guys don't want to add nothing else, we can sign out off here.
Shit. I plug.
Plug it away.
Yeah. Ask About the Octopus coming out this year. Newport Shorts is out. Don't forget we dropped a million other things. So Fortune Favors the Bold is out. Affirmation is out. Plenty videos. Join my OnlyFans. I'm just kidding. Don't look for it. You won't find it. Yeah.
Someone's gonna look for
But we do support the sex workers.
Veronica's apartment.
Veronica's goddamn
Is out.
apartment.
Is out.
Sex workers.
We appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna put these guys' links in the description. Do you want to ask something,
I'm
bro?
about to say shout out y'all IGs real quick.
Oh yeah, I'm just Skuzii, Skuz, 2 eyes. Don't ask about the octopus. It's spelled exactly how it sounds.
And mine is Chubbsy _bear. Chubbsy with 2 B's. Check it out.
Hell yeah. Both of those will be in the description. These guys have what day of the week is the show?
It's either Tuesdays or Thursday. Lately, it's been Thursdays.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So they have a weekly show on IG Live where they cook and just talk shit and have a good time. It's pretty fire. Check it out.
Oh yeah.
Check out Skuzii Music. We'll put a Spotify link in the description. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
You know what's fucked up? I just remembered the other circle of block that we could have said, but that's okay.